Hey everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero. And today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 6th episode of SAO Alicization.
As you could probably tell from the length of the video, we actually watched the episode and then this is just the discussion. And we're only doing it that way because it was an info dump episode and it would have been a very good reaction anyway. But we wanted to talk about a few of the things that happened in the episode. So let's go ahead and get to that.
Take it away, gentlemen. The floor is yours.
First thing that we want to talk about is something incredibly stupid that pissed me off as somebody who read the novels
and pissed me off, who is a really big fan of this series.
And pissed me off as someone who appreciates a level of thought in fiction. This scene totally lacked any foresight.
Which is the scene where Asuna reports back to the harem. That is incredibly stupid.
All together now. Oh my god.
Like,
that is so incredibly stupid. Why would Kikuoka let her breach national security like that?
Right?
For no fucking reason. Other than to report back to characters who weren't in the novels.
okay. However, I do want to say there was a date written on there that said July 5th, 2026, but we could not find the prior date when she got on the ship. So, I mean, it could have been like in the sort of future.
If I remember right from the novel, I don't even think that they had like an internet connection to the outside. That's how secure this facility is.
I'd imagine there wouldn't be. And even if they did, I'd imagine it'd be encrypted as all hell and monitored in real time.
Right.
So any breach to an outside link, like, say, ALO, would be instantly, detected and acted upon.
It was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And again, it's all to insert these characters who were not there in the novels. It is okay to shelve characters that have no business being in the freaking plot.
Actually, would you mind opening up like the previous episode, like right at the beginning?
Not right now because we're filming.
Okay.
Well, it would show in the bottom corner.
Okay. I like early on watching SAO. I know that watching the dates means a whole hell of a lot, and that's why I'm like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that this is like
it wasn't. If you're thinking that it was like her after the fact, it wasn't. Because they had the part where she goes, "Oh, I need to go. They're going to let me see him today."
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then they also showed the amnosphere in what's-her-name's room.
You're totally right. So yeah, that totally fucks up that idea.
Yeah, no. It's fucking stupid.
There is no saving grace for this scene.
It's fucking stupid. That was fucking stupid. Now...
And also was anime original.
Yeah, that was all anime original. Yeah,
so that was literally because
A1 wanted to shoehorn the harem in.
And they only want
they did that in the second season too.
And they only want to shoehorn the harem in because you fans won't let other characters go. Like, come on.
But
I think it kind of depends on character popularity.
Yeah, I think it's because they want to show characters who are also popular. But yeah, basically it was the studio shoehorning in the harem again. They did it in the second season too when he was competing in the bullet to bullet tournament. They had a bunch with the harem, and it's like,
Yeah, like in GGO, like I think there was like one or two times that the harem was even mentioned.
Yeah, like in the novel.
And it was like the only times that they were really mentioned was that time, like at the very end, where they're watching the tournament, and they're watching it in ALO with the harem. Like that
I don't
was
know
it.
though. I think this is worse because at least in Bullet Dance, it's more like you just kind of have passing mentions of the rest of the harem. Here, it's kind of jarring. Like you have you're at Thanksgiving season, topical and all that, and you discover that your uncle's like a fucking walrus. That's how out of left field this is.
Pretty much.
That's fucking weird. But
much like this.
So
well,
this
in the
is
GGO arc, I found it all right because it's not like you couldn't see them doing what they were doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But in this one, it's like
once per core.
It would never fucking happen. It would never fucking happen.
No. It's not once per core anymore. It's once per fucking episode.
Right?
Yeah, shit him with him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. My favorite female character is not Asuna, so I kind of like seeing her too. But she doesn't need to be in this episode, so what's the fucking point?
I know. At least have some consideration for the scenario you're writing, or have some respect for the source material.
Yeah, anyway, moving on to the other material that was in this episode. As far as the info dump went for
Kikuoka explaining Alicization.
Right. That I felt it was more streamlined in this than it was in the light novel, which was nice because that part in the light novel just deer in the headlights.
All this information.
And Mouse, I know it's not your argument, but it's the argument that crazy fans who don't want to let go of their favorite characters. I say crazy because you're not crazy.
The scene was a marketing move.
Yeah, the scene was a marketing move.
It was cheapest to fan service.
Right.
And it's so bad.
But anyway, Kikuoka's info dump.
Yeah, that's the thing about them streamlining the info dump is that there was probably would have been 5-10 more minutes worth of info if they put all of it in.
But no, they took that 5-10 minutes.
After which she believed him, I guess. Again, it's been years since I read the novels. It just...
Yeah, it did feel resolved a little too
They got
quickly.
the big stuff. Like the actual important stuff in.
Which is fine, especially this, early in the core.
Right.
Leave a little bit of mystery to be solved later.
And I did really like the scene with Higa's Flecklight, the copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really well done in the anime, I thought.
I'm actually more surprised that Asuna didn't bring up Yui.
Yeah, okay. So that was something that was in the novel that wasn't in here. I think somebody was having problems getting the idea of the bottom-up AI versus the top-down AI. And that's actually one of the things I really hate about Yui as a character, is that so she's a top-down AI, which is basically you program as so much information into it that basically it gets this information in, it puts that against the database of what it knows,
Right.
and then it can spit out an answer based off of that.
Yeah, you kind of craft who the
author,
AI is.
and this is something that I have a problem with in the novels, as well as the anime. The author did not write her character that way. She's written like a normal human.
Yeah.
Which, yeah,
Well,
if she was written like a top-down AI, then you would expect some moments, especially when they're being like a family or whatever, where she doesn't exactly know Like she has a freeze up or something where she can't quite process the information.
Kind of a question though. Isn't her childlike personality though kind of rooted in her origins as a psychological or therapy program? Because I believe that's what she described herself as in the first season when she first meets Kirito and Asuna.
Well, I know that her original duty was to be an
it was like a health monitor.
Emotional response AI.
Oh, okay.
And she was supposed to respond to broken down mental states within the game.
Yeah, but now she can hack into government.
Right. And that was not her original function. Okay.
That was definitely not her original function.
Just had to put that out there.
Right.
Yeah, she was intended to be a shrink and a first responder.
Right.
Not Jarvis.
Yeah.
Right. And
the profiler from
and now she is Jesus Pixie. And that's one of the big problems I have with her character. And that's just something from the novels too. But yeah, I think I want to say Asuna brought up Yui, or maybe Asuna didn't quite grasp it, and Kikuoka brought up Yui because he knows about her. I can't remember exactly. Again, it's been a long time since I read the novels.
Being pissed off over the ALO meeting probably doesn't help.
Oh my god. And then we had what's her name's backstory.
Rinko, yeah, that's it. Her relationship with Kayaba.
Yeah.
Her confession to Asuna.
Yeah, I didn't really have a problem with that. So yeah, it's
Surprised
revealed
me.
that she got out of any legal issues because Kayaba basically inserted it or surgically implanted a dummy bomb
just to make it look
chest.
like he coerced her into helping him.
Yeah.
Just so he could take all the heat. Which, not gonna lie, would have been nice to see in prior seasons, even as a short flashback, but
The only issue I would have with having that in prior seasons is that it didn't really fit because they didn't really introduce her character. They mentioned her character, but they didn't really introduce her.
Okay.
In fact, I think they mentioned her involvement. Just it was like a passing news thing.
Yeah, it was like he was kept alive by as an assistant or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, that scene was really good in the anime. The Higa's Flucklight copy.
I will race you through the numbers of pi.
Yeah.
I was about to say, was that a reference to the original Star Trek series, where Spock tricks an alien AI into reciting all the digits of pi and have it destroy itself? If so, very nicely done reference.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
But yeah, you just.
But yeah, basically, when the copies of the Flucklights are awakened, they believe themselves to be the true one. They don't believe that they're a copy.
Right, because the ego.
Yeah, and then they basically think themselves to death because the little cubes that it showed, they don't have the actual capacity of a human Flucklight.
Probably would be better to have them in a body that can move around and see.
Yeah, that's something. I don't know if I want to talk about it because it should come up at some point.
Maybe wait and see.
But obviously, they would have these things because they're planning on having them fight wars or whatever. They would have them in robotic bodies. I think if they were put into the robotic bodies, then it would be less of a shock. But maybe they tried that, and they still did it.
Well,
I'm reminded of an old Doctor Who story arc with the Cybermen. Actually, almost this exact same scenario.
Yeah,
climax.
It's Cybermen. There's
the alternate universe ones made on Earth when David Tennant was still in the role. He basically deactivates an emotional inhibitor, and this scene actually plays out.
Pretty much.
Where they realize they're human in a machine, and they freak the fuck out and die.
Yep. There's actually a similar lore backstory to the Exos in Destiny,
Oh.
where they have this. I think it was called DER. Dissociative exomind regression, where they just reject the human mind will just reject the robotic form and just pass away.
The quote Morpheus in the Matrix: the body cannot live without the mind.
And then like their fix to it was
in
to
this case opposite.
yeah. Their fix was to reboot it, but even then, there's still a capacity for the mind to just kill itself off.
Solution appeared to put Yui in the real world.
Yeah, but well, I mean, remember that Yui's not a real AI, not a full AI.
And she's not a real girl.
Yeah, she's just hand waving personified.
Yeah, I can't remember the explanation about the artificial floodlights and the taboo index. I do remember we get one. I just can't remember what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all I have to say about this episode.
Fair enough.
It was that one fucking scene was just. Ugh.
That was And again, I mean, it pissed all of us off, and we've been exposed to the source material to varying degrees. Surface level and all the way down, deep down.
Yeah.
So
we're a little less than 20 minutes.
So next episode, judging by the episode title and the fact that Kirito's the one reading it off, back into what's it called, Centralia or whatever. That's the city. Never mind. Back into Kirito's side of the story.
Yep.
That sounds like.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
To look forward to, I guess.
let us know what you thought of the anime and what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Oh, non-reaction discussion.
Our discussion.
Yeah, sorry, discussion.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm almost afraid to ask that question with this series.
Fair enough.
Anyway, thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. And if you're interested in joining our Discord, look for it in the description below.
If you like our videos here on YouTube, consider going to patreon.com/Otaku Saga and donating. Remember, your support helps keep the channel and the long discussions running. But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.